The river mole in flood. For much of the year, the river mole is a quiet, slow, shallow waterway, meandering through lush green fields and shady woodland. But a few times each year, it changes its form. After a prolonged period of rain, especially if it falls on saturated ground, it quickly swells and tops its banks. Rivers like the river mole have always flooded, slowly eroding the land, etching a valley and creating rich, fertile soils. When a river floods, it can look dramatic, even alarming to us. Fields disappear. Paths and sometimes roads may vanish. Familiar landscapes suddenly feel out of control, and flooding can be very damaging when water spills into homes and properties. In January 2026, after several days of heavy rain, the river mole flooded onto the fields and woodlands near Betchworth and Brockham. At first glance, it seemed like a disaster for wildlife, but many of the plants and animals that live here have evolved with this natural cycle, and some depend on it. Fish are often the first to respond. As water spills out of the main channel, it creates temporary side pools and flooded meadows. These calm, shallow waters are rich in food and safer from predators. Fish move into them to feed, to rest, and sometimes to spawn. Amphibians, frogs, toads and newts thrive at this moment. Floodwater connects ponds, ditches and streams that are usually separate, giving amphibians new routes to move, to breed and to spread across the landscape. Invertebrates respond in their thousands. Worms, insects and larvae are lifted from soils and leaf litter and carried into new places. When the water recedes, they leave behind a rich food source, especially important for birds. Bird life changes quickly during floods. Waders and waterbirds probe the soft mud for invertebrates. Ducks and swans feed on flooded grasses. Kingfishers and herons take advantage of fish concentrated in shrinking pools. Mammals adjust too. Water voles retreat to higher ground, but return quickly once levels drop. Foxes and deer follow the water's edge, feeding where floodwaters uncover fresh vegetation. Even bats benefit, as floods trigger bursts of insect life once the waters begin to fall. When a field floods, the most important changes happen out of sight, beneath the surface. As water fills the soil, it pushes air from the tiny spaces between soil particles. Oxygen disappears, and the soil becomes waterlogged. This may sound dramatic, but it is a condition soils have experienced for millennia. Soil life does not stop, it adapts. Microbes that need oxygen slow down, while others take over, quietly breaking down organic matter in different ways. Nutrients, nitrogen, iron, phosphorus are released and reshuffled, changing the soil's chemistry for a time. Most soil animals sense flooding early. Earthworms, insects and larvae move upward, sideways or into temporary shelter. They are not wiped out. They wait. When the water drains away, oxygen returns. Microbial activity surges. Plants respond with fresh growth. Flooded soils are not damaged soils. They are soils resetting, part of a living system that knows how to recover. Floods can feel like nature misbehaving, but ecologically, they are moments of renewal. They reconnect habitats. They redistribute life. They reset the system. So when the river rises, it is not chaos. It is the earth interacting with itself, shaping the landscape and quietly rejuvenating life along the riverbanks.